The 6'1" senior, number 14, Gavin Salazar. He's a 6' senior, number 12, Kyle Smith. And he's a 5'9" senior, number 5, Jake Taylor. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Ketchikan Kayhi Kings. He's a 5'9" junior, number 21, Christian Peel. He's a 6'4" senior, number 15, Wyatt Barajas. He's a 6'4" senior, number 13, Cody Kimball. The co-captain is a 6' junior, number 11, Chris Lee. And the captain is a 5'10" senior, number 3, Marcus Lee. And now let's meet your Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. First, your non-starters. He's a 6'3" junior from Akiak, number 34, Corey Jasper. He's a 6'3" junior from Cake, number 44, Drew Jackson. He's a 5'10" junior from St. Paul, number 32, Vladimir Bordakovsky. He's a 5'8" senior from Imanak, number 23, Cyprian Johnson Edwards. He's a 5'8" sophomore from Pilot Station, number 10, Frederick Myers. And he's a 5'8" junior from Glen Allen, number 2, Keith Johns. And now let's meet your starting lineup. He's a 5'5" junior from Togiak, number 4, David Dock. He's a 5'10" sophomore from St. Mary's, number 21, RJ Alstrom Beans. He's a 6'1" sophomore from Mentasta, number 42, Jeff Adams. The co-captain is a 6'1" senior from Dillingham, number 24, Emmett Dunaway. And the captain is a 6'2" senior from Anchorage, number 33, Bear Brown. Your Ketchikan Kayhi Kings are coached by Mr. Eric Stockhausen. Your Mt.Edgecumbe Braves are coached by Mr. Archie Young.
Philandry, John Watham, and Ron Taub down from Juneau to be one of our 3 officials. And there's the opening tip-off. This ball game's underway as Marcus Lee gets the opening possession. He'll bring it down, going right to left. Goes over to brother Chris. Chris fires one over on the far side, and just like that, Kayhi nails a Christian Peel 3-pointer from the right side, and they go out in front 3-0. Bear Brown will bring the ball down, go in the opposite direction, gives off to RJ Alstrom Beans. Back over to Bear on the right side, and there's a 3-pointer put up just like that. Well, if this game keeps up, 2 threes right out of the bucket, we're all tied up at 3 points each. Back we go the other direction. Christian Peel feeds it inside. He gives that one off to Wyatt Barajas, and the 6'4" senior, he gets 2 for the Kings, and they're up 5-3. Back we go Mt.Edgecumbe way. And a jump shot on the left side from 14 out, put up by RJ, and RJ's shot misses, rebound Kayhi. Outlet pass down to Chris Lee, now into Marcus. Marcus jump pass in the left-hand corner on the baseline. Cody Kimball nails a 3 from the left side. 8-3, and just like that, a 5-point lead by the Kings on 3-pointers. Back we go the other way. Bear Brown, top of the key, goes to David Docks. First time for him to handle. He'll go over to Emmett Dunaway. Dunaway in the far corner. Long three put up from the left side by Adams. Shot misses. Rebound. Handed off and long pass down. Goes to Marcus Lee. Inside the paint. Up by Chris Lee. Shot misses. Rebound. David Docks, shortest guy on the floor. Pick that one up. Brings it down. Marcus Lee's on him. Ties him up. He'll give it away to Dunaway on the left side. Dunaway goes down towards the baseline. Gets shut off by Chris Lee. Back out. Top of the key, RJ. And RJ goes to Dock. David Dock to Bear Brown. Down the left side. Back to Dunaway. Outside. Chris Lee coming over to defend. Now a cross pass. Clear over on the right side to David Docks. Almost loses it. Marcus Lee's on him. He did steal it. Turnover. Gives it off to brother Chris. Lays it up. In and good. And a whistle and a foul. The bucket's going to count. And there will be a three-point opportunity. 2 points for Chris Lee.
Yeah, that was just a great play there by Chris and Marcus Lee. Marcus got the steal, didn't even look, just a nice non-look pass to his brother, and went up and almost, he probably would have dunked it if he wasn't fouled. And the reason I say that is at warm-ups they were throwing down pretty easily.
All right, a quick, fast start on this game, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds. A timeout on the floor.
You getting rebounds here? Dave, oh, you got it, good. Who was that? Who hit the first three for Edgecumbe?
For Edgecumbe?
Yeah. The very first
Bear Brown got it.
Okay.
Karen? Actually, I think we're still on here, Andrew. We might not have got a break taken in. So we're going to go back to the free throw line, and it'll be Chris Lee there, who just made a two. Nice steal by brother Marcus. Gives it off to Chris, puts it up in, and it's good. And just like that, Kayhi has got an 8-point lead, 11-3, with 6 minutes to go. Only 2 minutes gone here in this first quarter as the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves come down the other way. Bear Brown fires off in the left-hand corner. Audrey Elstrom-Beans gives it off to Adams, and Adams drives underneath, puts it up, and that's good for... Nope, it's going to be waved off.
Yeah, they called a travel on there. Took one extra step there.
Yeah, well, you don't get those very often. Outlet pass from Cody Campbell into Marcus Lee on the left-hand dribble across the timeline. Switches right, now comes to the top of the key. David Docks to defend. Marcus will give off to Chris on the left side. And they work it down underneath, and a hook pass all the way to it, all the way around 360, back up to the left-hand high post. And Chris Lee gives it off to Marcus on the far side. Marcus tries a three, won't go. Rebound cleared off by Mt.Edgecumbe. Picking it up on his back with David Dock. Gives off to Bear Brown. Bear jumps in the paint, puts it up, didn't travel that time. And he went after it, got his own rebound, and he gets 2 points. And now we've got 11-5. 6-point lead by Kayhi, who comes back down. They're going to go a long three-pointer on the far side. That one put up by Christian Peel, who got the first bucket of the ball game. That three-pointer misses. Rebounds cleared off by the Braves. Outlet pass goes over to Bear Brown. Bear will go down in the left-hand corner to Adams. Back out to David Docks as they work the left side. Kayhi in a man-to-man defense. Long three, left side up, and that one's good. And Bear Brown's got two. And all of a sudden, we got an 11-8 three-point game.
Yeah, Bear with all 8 points tonight. He's feeling it.
There we come back the other direction. Marcus Lee and Karen Upcraft being our board operator here over AM 1230 KIFW, which is also feeding KG TW down in Ketchikan. Thanks for listening, folks. And Karen, I want to make sure we're on. Is that correct?
Yes, you are on.
Okay, good. Thank you. I didn't know if we missed the last break or not. Always better to be safe than sorry, Andrew. I hate sitting there broadcasting the game to myself.
Well, you do like listening to yourself talk, but I'm glad everybody else does too.
All right, so a turnover by the Kings, and it'll be the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves to bring the ball back in. Adams will come into Bear Brown. Bear Brown comes down right-hand high post. Goes over to Dunaway. Coming out, Chris Lee to defend against Dunaway. Dunaway's going to get around him, and he goes right in between. A nice layup down the right side as he got around Robert Hilton. Saludo is in now. I didn't see the substitution, and Saludo and his partner in there just got sidestepped by Bear, and he got a nice two, and it's a 1-point game, 11-10, and Kayhi will put the pressure on as David Docks brings the ball down for the Braves on the near side. Ball slapped away out of bounds. Coach Young is looking for something down there. Not sure what he's on about. Ron Togg's going to come over and talk to John Watham. So Watham officiates here. He's from here in town. Ron Togg's from Juneau, and then Dennis Valandry on the far side, also from here in Sitka. What was that conversation about, Andrew?
Well, Ron had called it off of Edgecumbe, and it was pretty obvious. He got kicked out of bounds by Ketchikan, and John Watham came up and helped Ron with the call there and gave it back to Edgecumbe.
So Edgecumbe will go to Dunaway. Dunaway gets double teamed down. He tries to drive from the right-hand baseline corner into the paint, but he is going to get double teamed, and he bounces it off of one of the Kings and retains possession, gets himself out of trouble, and Watham there to make the call, so it'll be the Braves ball in underneath their own bucket. 11-10, Kayhi up by 1. They led by 8 a minute ago. We've had some good three-pointers, 3 or 4 of them already in this game. As David Dock's going to lose the ball, slapped away by number 5 is in Jake Taylor now, as Stockhausen substitutes for the Kayhi Kings. And knocked the ball back behind the line. Dock recovered it. They come over, give it to Adams. Three-pointer on the right side. That's up and good. And our first lead change of the ball game as the Braves go out 13-11. 2-point lead as Chris Lee will bring it down for Kayhi. Comes over, that was Marcus. Over to Chris. Back to Marcus, right side. Now coming out from underneath is a 34. Let's see, that is Saludo. Saludo works it down, and a shot put up. A layup from the left side won't go. Rebound cleared off by the Kings. Back out to Chris Lee, left side. Long three put up, no good. Rebound cleared off by R.J. Alstrom-Beans, and he'll bring it down across the timeline. Comes to the top of the key as Jake Taylor defends. Gives off to Bear Brown. Bear Brown over on the left side. Emmett Dunaway. Dunaway has Chris Lee to defend him. He'll pass it off to Docks, as Docks defended by Marcus Lee. Back to Dunaway, midcourt. Dunaway holds it up right by center jump circle. Gets around Chris Lee, and Chris might get a reaching in.
Yeah, tried stealing the ball there, just not quite quick enough with his hands there. But Marcus Lee, his brother, we were talking about him. You know, he is one good player. He's, you know, I think from what I understand, he's a 2-time first All-State player going into this season. So.
I remember watching him when he first started a couple of years over there, and I'll tell you what, he is a fun guy to watch. Actually, I saw him in Juneau the first couple times at Thunder Mountain. So a travel call by Ron Togg over on the other side, and that'll be a turnover for the Braves. It gives the ball off to the Kayhi Kings with 2:32 in the first quarter. Kayhi trailing by 2, 13-11. They were up by 8, so that's a 10-point turnaround by Mt.Edgecumbe. Mt.Edgecumbe in our 3 seed reckoning, and Region 3. And we go pass on the far side for the Gavin Salazar in now, and Gavin will try and drive in. And we have got a foul against the Braves.
Yeah, there's a foul on Emmett Dunaway.
So Emmett Dunaway picks up the second foul for the Braves. The Kayhi Kings only have 1. Inbounds pass comes in, goes to Jake Taylor. Taylor comes from the right side, top of the key, gives off to Chris Lee. Chris goes fakes right, goes left. One dribble, holds it up now. He'll pass back over as we've got Gavin Salazar to handle the ball, and timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We got 2:02 left on the clock here in the first quarter. It's the Braves 13 on their own quarter over the Kings 11. Back in 30 seconds.
At C-Mart, every department is run with one thing in mind, serving you. Dig into succulent cuts of meat and flavorful seafood.
I'm here.
So did we miss a break last time? Did you
I
miss
didn't
one?
notice that we did.
Well, I took a timeout, and I never heard you, and I think we were talking during the commercial, so we were still on the air the whole time.
You've got 10 seconds on this one left.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back. As the timeout's over, the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves are away from their coach, and they're ready to go as they have this 2-point lead. You know what I've seen, I think, from the Braves sometimes, Andrew? When they've got a team that's playing against them and puts pressure on them, they play better than when things are really slowed down.
Huh. Yeah, that's a good observation. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Inbounds pass to Chris Lee, over to Marcus Lee, top of the key. He'll go on the far side to Taylor. Taylor works it inside to Salazar, or out to right side to Salazar, who goes inside to Saludo. And the 6'4 senior is going to get fouled, go to the free throw line, and that'll be the 3rd foul against the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. That one's going to be the first one on Bear Brown.
And I think that timeout that Coach Stockhausen took, you know, they scored a quick 11 points and hadn't scored for a while. And just trying to talk to them about what to do on offense, spread out a little bit more, look inside, and that's exactly what they did.
Saludo misses his first free throw. Gets the ball back from official Wathan. Right-handed shooter, pushes off, up, and that's going to be off the back, and he goes 0 for 2, but he gets his own rebound, and he traveled. He went up in the air, but he was triple teamed in there. Dunaway was there, R.J. Elstrom-Beans, and Adams, and Bear Brown was there as well, and they caused him to travel. He was up and couldn't get rid of the ball, and turnover by the Braves. That's like 4 of them. Oh, by Kayhi gets it back. I'm sorry, the Braves get it back from Kayhi. Bear Brown, I confused myself, rattling off everybody. Back we go out. R.J. Elstrom-Beans, top of the key, goes down to Adams on the left-hand baseline. He'll bring it out to Bear Brown, who drives in traffic, and we got a whistle and a foul, and he's down, and he's holding his left ankle. Is that Bear? Yeah, it is. That's not a good sign.
No, it's not good at all.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. This is he's obviously in pain. We'll take a 30-second break here while they go down and tend to him. It's 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. 13-11. The score remains a 2-point lead in the favor of the Braves. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The Sitka tradition dining at the Nugget Restaurant for breakfast, lunch, or dinner before boarding flights out of Sitka continues. But with that great food and service you've come to expect at the Nugget Restaurant.
Now, Karen, if you slide my pot down, and then see if I can still hear the commercial. Nope, I can't. Slide it back up.
Lots of reasons to get away to the Nugget any day. The Nugget Restaurant at the airport. The perfect getaway.
30 seconds.
Gary's Outboard on Smith Street is Sitka's official Mercury and Yamaha.
Well, at least he was smiling when it came off.
What's that?
What's that?
Half smile, half grimace.
Oh, yeah.
10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back. Bear Brown got up. He kind of walked off on his own. He came over to the bench. A nice round of applause from the crowd. And it's going to be the Braves ball in. They go straight away to Dunaway. Dunaway right side is going to take 3 steps in the lane, puts it up off the glass. That's good for 2. A whistle and a foul. And that foul's going to go against number 12, Kyle Smith, for the Kayhi Kings. Smith gets his first one. Dunaway gets a chance for a 3-point play, and he makes it good. And all of a sudden, 16-11, out in front by 5 are the Braves. Here come the Kings trailing after this is a 16-point turnaround, and we're going to go down in the left, and another 3 put up by senior Jake Taylor from the left-hand corner. 16-14, that brings the Kings back within 2 as we're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Near side now for the Braves. In there, Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. He's going to work it down. Shot up, won't go. Rebound cleared off. Coming out with it. Finally, the Kings has some good ball handling. Oh, my goodness, by Chris Lee. He lost handle on that about 3 times, ended up picking it up at midcourt, drives all the way down the lane, lays it up and in, and it's a tie ball game at 16-all. The Braves come back the other way with 30 seconds left. Inside, and a steal, another turnover, costly one by the Braves, that one by Cyprian. Over to Chris Lee, Marcus Lee, far side, 3-pointer, up and misses Jake Taylor. Rebound underneath, that one picked up by the Kings. They're going to try another left, Marcus Lee on the left side, another 3, that one won't go. Rebound finally picked up by the Braves, and coming up from behind to steal it away is Jake Taylor. Is he going to get a whistle foul, or did it get on the out-of-bounds line?
I think they call it out of bounds on that one.
That was some good hustle by both teams there.
Yep, RJ had a great rebound, fast break, but these catch-can guys, they get back quickly and on transition defense.
So Taylor came up from behind to stop an easy layup, and it'll be the Braves ball in underneath their own bucket with 7 seconds. They go straight away into Dunaway, and he jumps it up from about 6 feet. A nice little fadeaway jumper for 2, and they are up by 2. Other way, Kayhi shot at the buzzer. Marcus Lee, it won't go. And our first quarter ends with the Braves up by 2, 18-16. We'll be back in 60 seconds for start of quarter number 2.
Now you fill these out, Jake. So this is 7 for 11. And this is 8 for 14. And then total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Selection of lights and reflective gear for walking, hiking, and cycling. Great selection of gifts for set of tail
Yeah,
lights, head
that's all you gotta do.
both lights, battery and rechargeable.
We got some
They have
stats too, some
microspikes, all
rebounds,
sizes for
shooting,
traction.
7 for
Check out
11,
their
8
net.
for 14.
Cold
Cool.
weather, yellow jersey
You can
has
go ahead and
handlebar bits and
rattle them off.
and they have high
Do
vis
your
for
individual
everyone.
stores,
Be
too.
seen, be safe, and be warm with bits from Yellow Jersey Cycle Shop.
In basketball,
30 seconds.
victory is getting the ball moved. When it comes to shipping goods in Alaska, the keys are having a reputable, experienced company
Three
doing
should
the
we
job.
have? 1, 2, 3.
Destination on
How many they have?
3.
3 and 3.
All your tug and barge needs, go to the pros at Samson Tug and Barge. Samson Tug and Barge, 329 Harbor Drive. Call 747-8559. 747-8559.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back. Andrew Frisky, a quick recap on stats.
Yeah, Jake Taylor with 3, Chris Lee with 5, Cody Kimball with a 3, Wyatt
Barajas
for 2, Christian Phil with 3 with 16 total, 8 for 14 shooting. Edgecumbe on the other side, Emmett Demaway with 7, Barry Brown with 8, Jeff Adams with 3. We were 18th, 7 for 11 from the field. So both teams shooting pretty well that first quarter.
All right, it's 18-16. The Braves are up by 2. The Kings led by 8 at one time. Then we turned the other way, and the Braves were up by 8. That was a 16-point turnaround. Then a couple threes came on board, and some excellent shooting. Steal by the Kings, and they're back within 2. And we just had turnovers back-to-back. Now the Kings have possession. They're going down on the left-hand end of the court, and it'll be Marcus Lee to drive the left side of the lane, trying to get around R.J. Alston-Beans and Adams in there. And also in is number 34, Corey Jasper. Jasper, a 6'1 sophomore, in there for some height for the Braves. And the whistle and a foul, that goes against number 21, R.J. Alston-Bean. And that brings Marcus Lee to the free throw line with only 27 seconds gone in the first quarter. Marcus gets a free throw, and I think that's his first trip.
That's his first point of the game, but he's already had 3 assists and a couple rebounds.
So we were tied at 16. We now have an 18-17 one-point game, and Marcus, an excellent shooter, great little ball player for Kayhi, is going to put it up, and I was going to say ahead of time that he'd nail it, which he did. So that ties it up at 18, and we'll go the other direction. Emmett Dunaway will bring it down on the right-hand dribble across the timeline. Goes to David Docks. Docks on the left side. Little jumper. And that is Jeff Adams to put it up, and his shot misses. And a whistle and a foul against the Braves on the rebound attempt.
Yeah, and that's Dunaway's 3rd foul. Not too smart. Marcus was Chris was boxing him out well, and he tried going over his back and tip it away, but had a little contact on there, and they called a foul.
So with 7:21 to go still in the second quarter, Dunaway's got 3 fouls on him, and here comes Chris Lee to give off to Marcus Lee as Kayhi brings the ball in backcourt straight away down. Then they go and almost lose it away, but Christian Peel picks it up, and he's going to get fouled, I believe. Yeah, and David Docks is going to pick up the whistle and the foul. So Christian will inbound it over on the near side for the Kayhi Kings, and he'll go into Chris Lee. Chris Lee drives around to the right side. Long jumper by Chris Lee on the far side, right in front of Ron Todd. That one's up and good. Now it's a 3-point lead, as that's our 3rd lead change here in the game. This one for the Kayhi Kings. And the Braves are going to throw it away. So another turnover, and that's what, like 5?
It's 5 turnovers for the Braves.
So, and I think the Kings have scored on 4 of them. Here we go with an outlet pass coming in from Cody Kimball back in the game. Off to Marcus Lee. They'll go on the far side to Christian Peel, to Marcus Lee, back out to Peel, top of the key, Chris Lee. Looking over on the left to Kimball, but Chris decides to drive in the lane, bounce pass over in the right-hand corner. That's Christian Peel who tries to get in the lane, can't, goes to Marcus Lee, left-hand high post, tries a jump pass underneath. That was intended for Barajas. Barajas couldn't handle it, so a turnover by the Kings. Back we go down, and there, Jeff Adams. Left side goes to David Dock. 3-pointer. Nope. Was that 3 or 2?
That was a 3.
Okay, I couldn't see if he got it called or not. So a 3 just outside. We got a timeout. We're tied at 21. Well, if this game keeps up like this, we got a great one to start tonight and another good one coming tomorrow. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Karen, can you hear that static? Karen?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you hear that static?
No, I don't hear
Okay,
static.
that's just in our headset then.
That's correct. You guys are coming in out loud and clear. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, folks. Well, those of you that aren't here, we hope you're enjoying the play-by-play, and those of you that are getting a good little showing here between Mt.Edgecumbe and Kayhi. And now, Andrew, you got a lot of games happening tomorrow in the JV Jamboree.
Yeah, we've got 8 teams playing for a JV and C team Jamboree. Petersburg JVC, Sitka JVC, Edgecumbe JVC, and Ketchikan's JVC. Today was to finish up on our round robin. Now we go into a single elimination tournament, and we finish up at 4 o'clock with the championship, and right into there we're starting more basketball.
Right on. So the another 3 on the right side by Kayhi. That's going to be waved off, and that was Cody Kimball to nail that one.
Yeah, there was a turnover there. I think they called it travel.
So here comes the Braves with the inbounds pass, going to R.J. Alstonbean across the timeline. David Dock back to R.J., right side, double team, tries to pass inside to Jeff Adams, tips it way outside. Nice recovery by Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. He tries a 14-shot footer from the right side. That one's going to miss and knocked out of bounds by the Braves. So it'll be Kayhi to bring it in. Pace has slowed down a little.
Yeah, well, you were talking about the close game, and I think the key for Edgecumbe to stay in this is they just got to keep the turnovers down. I mean, they're doing really well right now. And if they keep those turnovers down, get good looks, then it'll be a close game. If not, they could run away with it.
Well, let's see. I'll tell you in a sec as we come back. Marcus Lee, left side for Kayhi. Looking Kimball. Oh, pass it off to Jake Taylor. Taylor steps inside the three-point circle on the left side and just pops it in, nothing but net. 23-21, good two-point shot, and we're nearing we're under 5 minutes now as we go Mt.Edgecumbe way. They're moving left to right, go to David Dock, to RJ down in the far left corner. Cyprian Johnson-Edwards rattles the three-pointer around, but it just won't go. Rebound cleared off. Here comes Jake Taylor. He's going to be a nice assist to pass off and laying it up. Barajas shot misses. Good play. Unfortunate layup. Rebound Braves. David Dock, right side, down in the corner. Adams gets around Marcus Lee, gets in trouble, tries to push off. Nice defense by Wyatt Barajas as he stuffs it back and coming down. Chris Lee's going to take the outlet pass and tries to drive the right side. Does drive the right side, misses a layup. Whistle and a foul. Wathan will come over and tell us who it was on. It looks like David Dock.
Yeah, David Dock just a millisecond later would have got it. He tried to almost have position, but not quite. It's a good call by official John Wathan.
Clock stopped at 4:19, 23-21. Kings up by 2. They can make it 3. Chris Lee at the line puts it up in, and that's his second trip to the stripe.
Yep.
And he's what, 3 for 3?
He's this will be his third shot.
Oh, that's right. His last one he was fouled on a shot, so he made it a 3-point play. So he's 2 for 2, makes it 24-21. 3 for 3, and it's a 4-point lead now, 25-21 as we go back the other way. Neither team pressing. Out at midcourt will be Chris Lee for Kayhi to meet RJ. RJ on the left-hand dribble on the far side. Bounce passes over near side as he gives it off to Corey Jasper in. Jasper tries to go to David Docks at midcourt. Docks ends up on the ground. You know, he's a pretty little guy. He gets hammered. He's not going to give in to anybody.
No, he's tough. He's tough. The Ketchikan's gone to a 1-3-1 half-court trapping zone, and so that's what's caused these. It's a new look for Edgecumbe. They're trying to figure it out right now.
All right, it'll be an inbounds pass on the near side at midcourt by Taylor. Taylor goes to Marcus Lee on the left-hand dribble across the timeline. Over to brother Chris as Marcus Lee drops down on the left side. Chris getting around Cyprian Johnson-Edwards, back out to Marcus Lee, top of the key. He'll go over to Jake Taylor, right side. Now Cody Kimball comes out from underneath. Cody's going to drive in the lane. Now passes to Chris Lee. Cody drops down. Chris Lee gets tied up. Back out to Marcus Lee. Now to Chris in the paint. Nice move right. Blaze goes left, jumps it up, and a nice layup. Good move. Very nice move by Chris Lee, and it's 27-21, a 6-point lead as we're under the 4-minute mark. RJ to David Docks for the Braves. Almost loses her way. Nice recovery near side by Johnson-Edwards. Back to RJ Alstrom, beating bounce pass underneath to Jeff Adams. Adams gets tied up in there by a really good job by Wyatt Barajas underneath. Shot put up by the Braves won't go. Rebound on the right side, cleared off by Chris Lee. Chris will bring it down. Boy, that was a close call there. I thought David was going to get another whistle.
Yeah, he could have, well, it probably wouldn't have been a charge, but I think it was a good call by Ron there to call the travel instead of a charge. He did shuffle his feet before he had contact.
So that's a turnover for the Kings, and the clock's at 3:06 in the first half. The Kings lead 27-21. Outlet pass in for Mt.Edgecumbe, goes into RJ Alstrom-Bean, who comes across. Chris Lee defends. And over there also in now is James Norland. Norland in for the Kings as the Braves work it down on the left-hand baseline. Double team, trying to go into 34, Corey Jasper. Jasper can't handle it. Picked up on the ground and then traveling, unfortunately. It was recovered by the Braves, but RJ get called for the travel as he's rolling around down there trying to get rid of the ball. And that'll be another turnover, and the Kings will have it in backcourt. Bringing it in will be Jake Taylor, 5'10", 9 senior, to Marcus Lee. Marcus dribbles across the timeline, comes over to brother Chris. Back out to Taylor. Right side to Kimball. Nice move. Kimball comes over to the right to Marcus, who goes straight away inside to brother Chris. He puts it up in the paint. Shot won't go. Rebound is cleared off by the Kings. They bring it back out. Go to Taylor. Fadeaway jumper, 12 feet. That one won't go as well. They missed 3 in a row. And here come the Braves, who end up with a rebound. Bringing it down to Jeff Adams. Adams right side to David Dock. He gets double teamed. Tied up. Another turnover by the Kings as we're under the 2-minute mark, and it'll be the Braves to come down. Chris Lee defending at midcourt. They go to Adams. Steal. Chris Lee gets it, lays it up, in and good. He was too quick for David Dock that time. 29-21 all across the timeline. Gets a screen, gets away, but loses the handle on the ball. Chris Lee lays it up again, and he gets back-to-back steals and layups. 31-21, just like that, a 10-point spread, and the Kings are out in front as they put that, what do you call it, 1-3-1 zone on. And
yeah, they're in a 1-3-1, and yeah, they've had 6 turnovers. We talked about if Edgecumbe can keep the turnovers down and stay in it, but they'll get it figured out.
Well, a minute and 12 left. They're going to have plenty of time at halftime to talk about how they're going to come back as Cody Kimball has the ball on the right side for Kayhi. One dribble, passes off to Chris Lee. Back over to Marcus. Marcus in. They bring it back up to Kimball, who comes over to the left side up, and that one's going to be good. A whistle and a foul. I think they're going to count the basket. Waiting for the signal. Yep, they did. Ron Togg with the signal, and the foul goes against which player? 42?
I think it was 33. Nordland for Ketchikan. So the two.
Oh, James Nordland, right. Okay, so Nordland gets it.
But that was after the shot left Kimball's hand, so they counted the shot.
So 33-21, a 12-point lead now. Long pass for the Braves, right side to Adams. Adams down towards the baseline, comes back out. Three-pointer up this side. That was Frederick Myers is in now. Myers' three-pointer misses. Rebound cleared off, goes over to Adams. Adams tries to pass it away and throws it away instead. So, oops, we got a foul. We're going to march down to the Kayhi free throw line. So we're in a 1-and-1. Bonus situation is in effect. Nordland, a 6'1" junior. First trip to the stripe, 39 seconds left in the first half of play. So what was a very close game, tied 3 times, last one at 21, has now held the Braves scoreless since that point, and a 12-point lead by the Kings.
Yeah, only 3 points this quarter for the Braves. David Dock hit a 3 right at the beginning, and it's really one of the only good looks they've had. This 1-3-1 defense has really altered Edgecumbe's offense.
Good call by Stockhausen when he saw what was going on before when we were just seesawing back and forth. So too good from the free throw line by the Kings, Nordland, and that will be now a 35-21 14-point spread. As we go the other way, fadeaway jumper left side by the Braves. Shot misses. Nordland gets the rebound to Marcus Lee in the paint. Nice layup, good play. So all of a sudden Kyle Smith gets 2, and the Kings have got the Braves figured out and completely blown their defense. Now the Braves will come down. RJ Alston Beans on the other side, and they cause another turnover. Quick pass Oh, what a nice give and go by Marcus Lee over to Cody Kimball in the air. Cody, but somebody gets a rebound and goes right back to Cody, so he missed the easy jump. He was already in the air when the pass left. Ooh, and at the buzzer from half court, we almost have a three-pointer. It doesn't go, though, and that's going to end our first half of play. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We got 10-minute halftime break. It's 39-21. The Kings have blown open this second quarter and have a huge lead. We'll come back with your halftime stats in 2 minutes.
New Year, join the Real Deal sale at your locally owned and operated Sick-N-Napa store.
Now
Avon,
you go
Napa,
8
Tools, and equipment.
for
These
20.
specials are
Yeah, I shot 1 for 9.5.
your local
A
Napa
quarter.
store. So get in there now and check out the specials going on until March 31st.
Wow. Jesus. That was it. Oh my God.
30 seconds.
Okay. 30 seconds and we're on.
Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, what a quarter. So, Andrew, you got some pretty good, important stats, especially for the Braves.
Yeah, well, we're fortunate to have a couple folks helping us with stats next to me here. But yeah, the big change was the defense Ketchikan made, going to that 1-3-1. Edgecumbe only hitting one field goal. They were 1 for 9 that quarter, and ended up with 21 points, 18 the first quarter, 3 the second quarter. That equals 21. Ketchikan, on the other hand, they shot. They were 7 for 13 that quarter, 15 for 27 for the half at 55% shooting, and they were perfect from the free throw line that quarter as well, scoring 23 points. Led by Chris Lee with 14 in the first half. Also scoring Marcus Lee with a pair of free throws with 2. Kyle Smith with 2. Cody Kimball with 7. Wyatt Baraja with 2. Christian Phil with 3. And James Nordland with a pair of free throws. For Edgecumbe, leading the way, and Emmett Dunaway, he was in foul trouble, so he didn't play that second quarter. And that's what kind of figured out. Emmett and Bear both on the bench. Bear was injured. We'll see if he comes back the second half. But he had 8 the first quarter, none the second quarter. Emmett Dunaway was 7 the first quarter. Jeff Adams with 3 the first quarter. And the only one scoring the second quarter, again, David Dock with the 3. So
if you put Bear Brown out with an injured left angle midway through the first quarter, the zone defense switched to by the Kings, and the unfortunate shooting and the foul trouble by Dunaway, those are some big strikes against you, and that's what's made the difference in that quarter for the Braves.
Yeah, and I think that, having that experience off the floor really hurts them.
Yep.
They had, 5 turnovers going into the second quarter. They ended up with 15 for the half, and you gotta. We were just talking about when you can't hold on to the ball. I mean, and Ketchikan's so good at transition. Every turnover there ended up being a layup or an attempt with getting fouled for free throws.
All right, so the Kayhi experience is something that's showing. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 8 seniors on this team this year, so I'm sure Coach Stockhausen is going to hate to see them go, but he's going to grow a new team next year.
I'll tell you, we're just watching their JV and C team guys, and knowing what they have in junior high, I'm able to just go to some of the junior high tournaments. He's got quite a program going down there in Ketchikan, so he's definitely he's reloading. I don't know if he's rebuilding.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so, oh, by the way, how old are our statisticians tonight?
Well, how old
are they?
They're 7th graders. I get to coach them at Baranoff Ballers, so they got...
Craft Jeep for IBA, LSS carries ACR Category 1 and 2 Jeep.
Is he really? Where'd you from? Oh, yeah. Water. I got 3 minutes left. Where are you at? Karen? 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 Hey, Hero, hang on a sec. When she tells me how much time, I'll let you know. Hold on. Karen? Karen? Can't get it on here. Karen?
Yes, I'm here.
God damn it, I've been trying to get a hold of you for 2.5 minutes. How much time left?
30 seconds on this song, which will give you,
Do you
4
need an
minutes.
intro, Hero? Okay.
Do you want it in 20
yeah,
seconds?
I want it in 20 seconds. Give me the count, Karen, so I can give it to Hero.
We're at 15.
15.
10.
10. 9. See ya, Hero. Screws me up.
3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back, folks, to the B.J. McGillis Gymnasium at Mt.Edgecumbe High School in Sitka, Alaska on this fine Friday night as we have varsity basketball coming your way, boys style, as the Braves host the Kayhi Kings. I want to say hi to all my friends over, well, as many as I can. I've got a few friends in Ketchikan, I think. Thank you, Andrew. Say hello to Grandma Joyce and Steve and Pam and Olsons and some of the Salazars that couldn't come here and all the rest of you folks that I've enjoyed bringing sports to over the last few years. Andrew Frisky helping out here, and the Kayhi Kings took control of that second quarter. They held the Braves to one shot, a three-pointer by David Docks. It was tied at 21 after that shot, and then they took over and they lead 39-21 as we go into the second half. We switched directions. Kayhi going left to right. They miss the shot, goes out of bounds. Braves will be going right to left, and we're back in action. The Braves meet a press at half court as the Kings are back in a man-to-man now. On the right side, R.J. Alston-Beans with the ball for the Braves, goes out to Emmett Dunaway. Back end, he had 3 fouls in the second quarter, so he sat out most of that. Chris Lee defends him. They'll go down on the far corner to Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. Back out top the key to R.J. Oh, he drove in traffic. That was nice. He just meandered his way through 3 guys down there.
I did not see where he was going, but somehow he did make it through the trees and wide open for a layup.
Marcus Lee will come back and put a 3 up from the right side. Hits off the front of the rim, back off the glass, hangs on the rim, drops away, won't go in. Rebound cleared off. Emmett Dunaway comes down on the left-hand dribble to the left side. Chris Lee defends. Dunaway goes inside. Nice cross the lane fadeaway jumper by Jeff Adams, but it won't go. Rebound, nothing but net. 3 side as the rebound went to the King. 1 quick pass over here on the right side to Chris Lee, and it's 42-23. Back-to-back shots, and the lead is now 19 points, and a turnover by the Braves, and you were just talking about that, Andrew. These are going to kill them.
Yeah, they gotta take care of the ball. I mean, Ketchikan very quick, but you know, this is good practice for him.
Cody Kemble inbounds to Marcus Lee. Back to Cody, near side now as they give it off to Christian Peel. Christian works it inside to Chris Lee. Back out to Christian, right-hand high post. Cross to teammate Marcus Lee. Marcus comes right, Christian goes left, back to Marcus on the right side. Braves working diligently to keep that ball from inside. Marcus will go to the left, comes back, gives it off to Peel, to Chris Lee. Underneath to Wyatt Barajas. Barajas can't shoot from underneath. They'll go back in the paint. Jumper up by Christian Peel. Shot misses. Another one up, and that's going to roll off in a whistle and a foul. So going to the line will be the 6'4" senior, big boy. He's the second 6'4" man on the team. Cody Kemble as well. But Barajas goes to the line. Foul against RJ.
Yep, RJ's third foul.
So the clock stopped at 6:13, so the Kings to get some more free throws, and they do, and there's another one on the board, and it's now a 20-point spread. Barajas will set for his second. And it's good. Just like that, 44-23, so running away with the ball game are the Kayhi Kings, a little more experienced team. And Bear Brown has not been back in. I think that's a big factor, Andrew, as we talked about at halftime for the Braves.
Yeah, you know, senior leadership out there, and just one, you know, the most experienced guy out there you want you want the ball in his hands.
And a steal by the Kings. Here comes Barajas, right side. He's going to come down, and he gives it away and putting it up as Christian Peel, but is it waved off?
Yeah, Barajas ran over David Dock, the charge master.
Yeah. Dox knows how to get set, and as Andrew said earlier, he's not afraid to take a hit. So a turnover by the Kings on a charging foul, and they will see Emmett Dunaway take it down, goes to the right side, almost stolen away by Christian Peel. Now they work it around left side, and just like that, a quick 3 put up by Cyprian Johnson-Edwards, and the 5'8" senior makes it a 44-26 game, but they turn it away, they steal it back, and back-to-back turnovers, a nice steal by the Braves. Turnaround pass by Cyprian Johnson-Edwards, but he passes it right into the hands of Christian Peel. Peel will bring it down, goes to Marcus Lee left side, back to Peel, long 3 up and good. 47-26, 21-point lead now. Emmett Dunaway gets the inbounds pass, he'll bring it down for the Braves. RJ goes to the top of the key, Dunaway comes over to him, Dunaway drops it right, and RJ gets it stolen away. This one by Barajas, holds it up, comes on a single-handed pass as he gives it off to Peel, but Peel can't handle it, and who's going to end up with it besides the official? Ron Todd gets it, so that, now when the official gets it, who really gets it?
Well, if they're standing out of bounds, then then it's whoever hit the ball like they're you know, like the sideline out of bounds. But if they're in play, it's just whoever bounces it off.
Yeah, Todd just grabbed it, and so that was more of a joke, and it inbounds by the Braves, and another steal goes over to Barajas. He feeds it down to Chris Lee. Lee's layup won't go. Steal by or rebound by Dunaway. Dunaway holds up at midcourt, now gets around Chris Lee, who slaps it away, but right into the hands of R.J. Alstrom-Beans, who comes over to Jeff Adams left side. Tries a long 3, won't go. Rebound Kings. Marcus Lee, Chris Lee, in traffic. and he's going to be fouled. David Docks, again, this time David wasn't set.
He wasn't set. And, you know, it's about the 10th time he's been on the floor this game, but he still keeps bouncing up. So it's good to see him. When he stays down for more than 2 seconds, you know something's up.
Well, he got really nailed last week. He was down for more like 2 minutes. Back to the line with Chris Lee. 4:31 to go, third quarter. Kings have a big handle on this one, and Chris misses this free throw. He'll go for another.
That looks like David's. That's his 4th foul of the game as well. I'm sorry, his third foul.
Okay. They got the numbers reversed up there on the board. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break in the action. 4:31 to go. It's Kayhi 47. Mt.Edgecumbe 26. Back in 60 seconds.
Our local government employees.
Whoops. I took a 60. I should have took a 30.
I can do 30 if you want 10
Well,
seconds.
we can't because we got KGTW.
Okay. $30 seconds.
I'll just have to recap this. I get good at that sometimes.
Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, back in action, and Chris Lee at the free throw line missed his first one. This one's up. It's good. It's now 48-26. Ball's knocked away out of bounds. It came off the Kings. It'll be Mt.Edgecumbe ball in as they'll go into Emmett Dunaway. Dunaway on the near side over to R.J. Olsen-Beans. Back to Dunaway. Dunaway, left side of the three-point circle. Working down inside to Jeff Adams. He tries to go up. Boy, I'll tell you who's good on that. The defense is Wyatt Barajas. He's awesome under there. He's big, he's tall, and he's quick.
And he doesn't go for too many fake shots. You know, when you're big and you have long arms, you don't have to go for shot fakes.
So another turnover, and it'll be Chris Lee to inbound it to brother Marcus. Chris travels down across the way from right to left down to the baseline as Marcus sets it up on the top of the key. Now passes over to Chris on the left side. Chris will try and use a screen, but can't. Kemble was there to block for him, but he has to give it away to Marcus. Back over to Cody Kemble, who comes out now. Cody sets another screen. This time, Christian Peel can't use it, so they'll work it around on the right side to Chris Lee. Tries to get in the lane, gets shut off underneath by Cyprian Johnson-Edwards, goes back out to Marcus Lee. Marcus tries a three from the left side. That one misses. Rebounds cleared off by the Braves. Oh, they get inside to David Dock, who's going to try and put one up in all that height, and slapping it away is Chris Lee. I think it'll be the Braves ball in under their own bucket.
Yeah, and it looks like Coach Stockhausen's bringing in a whole new line of guys.
Well, when we did our interview, which you didn't hear, but I interviewed both coaches at once, and every 3 years they get to play. Like he comes over here when regions are here. Archie goes over to Ketchikan when regions are there. And so I think as we near the end of the season that Stocks would not want to see any of his starters get injured. Dunaway has the ball for the Braves, especially with this big a lead. Goes back out to Docks. He goes in the lane. Nice jump pass to the left side. Gives it off to Adams. Adams sets a screen and gives off to RJ, who tries to go back into Adams. Stolen by the Kayhi Kings, and a layup come down, and Gavin Salazar's shot misses. Next one up, that one put up by hit Saludo, and Saludo's shot misses. Rebound taken down by the Braves, and then they lose it at half court. Another turnover. Then it'll be Kayhi to Salazar, right side. Salazar gives off to Kyle Smith back in. Ball's knocked away way out of bounds over by the concessions. And let's see, it's probably going to be Kayhi's ball in under their own bucket. We're down under the 3-minute mark of quarter number 3. It's a 48-26, 22-point lead by the Kings. Sorry I haven't told you that. If you just tuned in, you're probably going, what's the score? Back we go as Kayhi has the big lead. They're going to go down to Taylor. Taylor puts it up. Nice stop by Dunaway. Knocks it out of bounds. He's just putting his hand on his forehead. He thought he might draw a whistle. A sigh of relief by Emmett Dunaway. Outlet pass into Jake Taylor, near side for the Kings. Whistle foul by Waltham on the near side. He's the official. Nope, no foul. Well, Kayhi's going to bring it in. It'll be thrown in by Kyle Smith, looking for somebody open, looking for Taylor, can't go to him. Now Taylor breaks loose, and he goes to him.
Tried it at least 8, I guess.
Yeah, he has.
About 50-50. He's probably tried taking 6 charges. He's got 3 fouls and 3
So
charges.
that's quite an art. You don't learn somebody, you don't see somebody very often that can be as quick as he does to get around the big guys, get set, and they nail him, and he ends up on the floor, and they get the foul.
That's a great play. They get a foul, and you get the ball back. It's like just like a steal.
Dunaway in the lane, fadeaway jumper, won't go, follows his own shot. Adams there to put it up. That one won't go, whistle foul underneath. And Adams will go to the line. The Kings will get the foul, and that'll be foul number 2 on Jake Taylor, the 5'9" senior. Sorry, that's wrong.
Yeah, Saludo.
Robert Hilton Saludo sends Jeff Adams to the free throw line. 1:39 to go. And there's finally a bucket, so that's 50-27. So since the start of quarter number 2 until 1:39 to go in quarter number 3, the Braves have only scored 4 points, a 3 and a free throw. And
they had a 2 also. RJ had a 2.
Oh.
He had the layup. Yeah, then
That's right.
Cyprian Edwards had a 3, and then the free throw. Yeah.
It was 18 when they started 18. They made a 3, that made it 21, and they've got 6 since then. So sorry, that was 9.
Yeah.
And they bring the ball down. It's knocked away out of bounds. Kayhi does, and they'll bring it back in. It'll be thrown in by Kyle Smith. Goes over on the far side as he gives it off to Kaparis. Kaparis back to Smith on the near side. Inside to Kaparis. Can't shoot from inside. They'll go back out and put one up from 3. That one misses by Kyle Smith. Rebound cleared off by the Braves. Adams goes to Dunaway. David Docks, right side, long 3, rims around from the right-hand corner. That one won't go. Dunaway's underneath, puts it up. Bucket drops. He gets a foul. He gets a chance for a 3-point play. 1:07 to go third quarter. And now they're only down 50-29. So a long ways to go, but every little bit's going to count, and Archie Young wants a timeout. It'll be a 1-minute break this time for sure. So with 1:07 to go third quarter, the Kings up 50-29. We'll be back with more basketball over Gateway Country, 106.7 in Ketchikan, and AM 1230 KIFW here in Sitka, back in 1 minute.
And Seymour, every
30 seconds.
serving you dig into succulent cuts of meat. Favorite the taste of fresh baked bread, cakes, pies, and more from the bakery. See how they put the delicious in deli with mouthwatering cheeses, sliced meat, salads, and sides. Bring home the freshest produce, including crisp vegetables and sweet fruit. Grab a latte or chai and
10 seconds.
find all this and more at Seymour Quality Foods. Don't forget your smart card, and if you don't have one,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're back at B.J. McGillis Gym. Mike Clasby along with Andrew Frisky as we're bringing you the first of 2 varsity shootouts here on this gymnasium floor. Second one will be tomorrow night. Originally, that was slated for 8:30. Folks, for you listening that couldn't come here, as Dunaway puts another one up from the free throw line for the Braves and makes it 50-30. They're back within 20, and the Kings will come down. That game tomorrow night is going to be at 7:30, not 8:30. David Dock steals the ball and gets stolen right back by Jake Taylor. Taylor breaks away, gives down to Kyle Smith in the left-hand corner. Almost loses it, recovers nicely. Comes out top of the key, long 3, E.R. Kaparis, 5'7" junior, nails a 3. And when I say it's 20, now all of a sudden it's 23. Big lead by the Kings. David Dock, left side for the Braves. Down to Jeff Adams, left side baseline, puts it up, won't go. Dunaway on the far side gets a rebound. Passes out to R.J. Alstrom Beans, who puts up another 3 attempt from the right side. That one misses, and the ball's knocked away out of bounds. Ron Togg down there to make the call. He's going to say it's going to belong to Mt.Edgecumbe. So 27 seconds left, quarter number 3. 23-point lead by the Kings. They're defending against the Braves, who put it in on their own bucket. It'll be Dunaway, back underneath. RJ lays it up for 2. RJ into Dunaway, back to RJ. Nice move, good 2 points, down to 20 seconds. Near side for the Kings, Kyle Smith. Off to Taylor, tries to drive around Emmett Dunaway, and then up lays his head back. He thinks he got one more foul, and I think he did too.
Yeah, he's got 4 now. It's a silly foul, 14 seconds to go.
53-32 after that 2-point bucket by the Braves. Now Dunaway's going to go sit down. Coming in for him is going to be Corey Jasper. What year is Corey? I don't have that on my roster.
Corey's a junior this year.
So it'll be a ball in on the far side to Caparas. Oh, a long 3, left side, nothing but net. ER nails another one. 56-32, down to 5 seconds. And the the Braves almost lose it at midcourt. Buzzer shot by R.J. Alstonbeans from three-point land won't go. And our third quarter score, the Kayhi Kings 56, Mt.Edgecumbe Braves 32. Big lead. We'll be back in 1 minute. Put those cigarettes away.
I don't have any.
Oh, I thought you were tapping a pack.
No, it's the ink pen on the counter. 30 seconds. It was the ink pen wishing the time was going to go by faster. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, 8 minutes and 24 points. That's a big lead and not a long time to do it. I don't think the Braves are going to be able to pull this one out, but it's good experience for them.
Ye of little faith.
Me of little facts. Kayhi is taking control, and they get to start the fourth quarter out as they move left to right here at Mt.Edgecumbe. They go on the far side. Off to right side, a three-pointer up by Kyle Smith. Shot misses. Nice conversion underneath. So Saludo gets another 2. 58-32. Emmett Dunaway with the ball for the Braves. Goes into RJ. RJ gets triple teamed and shut off in the lane, so he goes back outside to Emmett, and they feed it right in to Cyprian Johnson-Edwards, who got himself open, and he missed a layup. Unfortunately for him, it was a good move, just had the wrong spin, coming down the other way, and the Kings will put it into Saludo. He tries a reverse layup. That one rolls the wrong way and rims around, and it goes down off to the Braves, and they work it down to Dunaway. Dunaway, who just got 4 fouls a minute ago before we had that break, and he lays up 2 more, and Dunaway's holding in there, and it's 58-34 now. Clock stopped at 7:01. We've got a timeout on the floor or not? Nope.
I think we're out of bounds. Yeah, you're talking Dunaway easily could have cut an offensive foul. The officials sucked their whistles on that one, and knowing that he has 4 fouls, I'm guessing. I don't know. It definitely a lot of contact down there.
Yes, there was. So it'll be RJ gives it off to Dunaway, who drives the lane left side, or I'm sorry, the baseline, and draws a foul this time.
Yeah, that was a good call. I thought maybe they wouldn't call it to make up for the no call
the other
before
one.
and just call it even there. But Coach Stockhausen probably asking the same question. It's like, I understand you gave the guy a freebie there, but give us a freebie back.
Give us one, yeah, tit for tat.
But that's a little home court advantage. You gotta.
So Dunaway will make his first shot at the line after he was fouled by Gavin Salazar, and Salazar picks up his first foul. Dunaway gets another shot. 58-35, 6:45 to go in the game. 23-point spread. Nothing but net on the second one, so Emmett Dunaway gets a pair. I said this last time, if any of his listeners are going to say, well, we already heard that story. As the Kings come down, oh my goodness, nice half-court pass, good assist. They get it underneath to Kyle Smith. Kyle gets an easy layup left side. Dunaway comes down and returns it. He gets 2, back-to-back. Kyle Smith now is breaking on the right side, and a bad pass, or he might have had another one. 60-38. So anyway, Dunaway went 2 for 9 that first game over at Sitka High and shot 200 free throws last Tuesday before they came to play here. And so he's doing well tonight from the line.
Good. He needs to shoot 200 every time for a game.
Back inside to Adams for Mt.Edgecumbe. Turnaround jumper.
Everybody should be shooting 200
Yeah,
free
no
throws
kidding.
a day. If you watch all the games on college, NBA, and if everybody made free throws, you know, it'd be
A lot of games would be a lot different story.
My word.
Whistle and a foul against the Kings. That's going to be foul number 3 on Kyle Smith, and that'll bring Jeff Adams to the line. Adams, a 6'1" sophomore. And he puts that up, and that one's good. It's 60-39 with 6:13 to go. And now a substitution as Jake Taylor will come back in, and coming out's Kyle Smith for Kayhi. Jake will go to the high point on the right side of the free throw lane as the official gives the ball back to Jeff Adams, and Adams, who just made one, will set for his second. That one's up. That one's not going to go. It's a little hard. Cleared off by the Kings. They'll break it down, come down, quick pass to, nice move as Taylor got the pass from half court on the left side, drives in the lane, little fadeaway jumper from 12, and that one's good for 2, and it's 62-39 as we go under the 6-minute mark. David Dock with the ball on the right side for the Braves, over to RJ, back over to Cyprian Johnson. Fadeaway jumper by Dunaway, right side. That one won't go. RJ, no, Adams gets the rebound underneath and gives it off to Dunaway, and Dunaway's drops, and he gets fouled again.
Yeah, Dunaway really working hard down there. That's 2-4, so that's 8 points this quarter for him. He's got 18 in the game.
2 for 2 at the line here in the fourth quarter. Sets again. 3-point opportunity. Pushes off, that one's in, and that one's good. 62-42. They keep getting back to that 20-point spread, and we got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break in the action. It's a 1-minute timeout called with 5:42 to go. You're listening to high school basketball action over Gateway Country, KGTW 106.7 down in Ketchikan, and KIFW AM 1230 here in Sitka with a 20-point lead by the Kings. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Are you doing gold medal this year?
Hmm?
Are you doing gold medal this year?
Gold what?
Are you doing gold
Oh,
medal?
gold medal, sorry. I don't know.
Oh, right.
They haven't asked me.
Really?
I'm not happy about that. That's what happens when you get a new queen in the throne.
Hey,
What?
did you say that's what happened when you get women in?
I said a new queen in the throne.
You got 15 seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Timeout over, play back in action, and I missed the call.
It was a travel. Edgecumbe did a full court press there and got a turnover out of the deal.
So Dunaway gets the inbounds pass. He'll come over in the left corner to Cyprian Johnson Edwards. Back out top of the key to Adams, who comes out from underneath. They'll go over to R.J. Elstrom Beans on the right side. Elstrom defended very tightly by E.R. Kaparis. Pushes him right out to midcourt. Dunaway on the right-hand dribble. Gavin Salazar comes out to meet him. Then they work it down, and underneath, Adams is going to get it, puts it up, and misses the shot. A good block by Kayhi, and Kayhi ends up with the ball. They almost throw it away. Behind the back dribble over on the far side by James Nordland. Good ball handling. Nordland passes back outside, comes underneath looking for the pass, can't get it. They'll go back out to Saludo. Saludo to Taylor, back to Saludo. On the near side to Nordland. Top of the key. Kaparis, right side, long three, up, and that one's going to skip away, and that one three-pointer missed by Kaparis on the right-hand baseline, and it's the Braves going to get the rebound, come down, and what a shot. Is that going to count by David Docks?
It's definitely going to count, and I can't believe it went in. He lowered his shoulder, kind of bounced off the guy, threw it up, hit the top of the backboard, and went in. And, of course, he ended up on the floor.
And of course, he gets a foul, and that one is number 3 against Robert Saludo. And the 6'4" senior, whoops, that's only number 2 on him. They changed it now. That's on Nordland. They call it on Nordland. So James Nordland gets it. Docks at the free throw line. Made the 2, missed the 1. Ball's knocked away out of bounds. They're going to say it came off of Johnson Edwards from Mt.Edgecumbe. So it'll be, no, they're going to say it came off of Kayhi. Be the Braves ball in underneath their own bucket with 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter, 62-44. Big lead by Kayhi. Mt.Edgecumbe, it's the inbound pass to Adams, near side to David Dock, outside the three-point circle. Pushing him farther out is Kaparis. He'll go to Dunaway after he went to RJ. Long 3, left side. Cyprian Johnson's shot misses. Rebound cleared off, picked up by Kaparis. They work it down. They're going to give it off to Taylor. Drives the lane right side. David Dock ends up on the floor again. And Taylor's going to go shooting 2. That one didn't work that time.
No, he got there a little bit late, but he sure sells it. Whether he's late or not, he definitely goes flying across the court every time he gets hit.
So that's 4 on number 4, and at the line is Jake Taylor. And the 5'9" senior sets for a right-handed free throw. It's up, it's off the front of the rim, off the back, off the glass, and won't go. 4:22 on the clock, 62-44. 18-point lead. I think the biggest lead was what, 22?
It's something right in that neighborhood.
Yep. Next one up. And that's going to be short. Taylor's shot misses, so he goes 0 for 2, and the Braves get the rebound. They'll come down. David Docks on, Cyprian Johnson has it. And he loses it away. Is that a turnover of Mt.Edgecumbe? I think so. Yep, it is. So Taylor hollers over at Kaparis and tells him to come over, so ER will bring it in. Long pass. He comes down on the right side to Smith. Smith gets double teamed, loses it. Who's going to come up with a loose ball rolling all the way down to the other end of the gym? Watham could have picked it up, one of the officials, but he didn't, and it goes out of bounds. And who are they going to call it off of? I wouldn't want to make that call from here.
I think they call it off the catchman, but that's just dangerous there. There was some weird body movements there with some ankles and knees and everything flying around. But everybody's up and playing, so that's good.
It's Mt.Edgecumbe ball in. They go into Cyprian Johnson Edwards from our RJ Alstrom Beans. Togg's over there to blow the whistle. Mt.Edgecumbe will bring it in again. RJ looking for somebody open. Lob pass, a bad pass at midcourt. Fortunately, Adams had the height to steal it away. It almost got picked off by Kayhi. They're going to go back. Cyprian Johnson Edwards will nail a 3 from the right side. 62-47, back within 15. They were down by 22. Kayhi comes down with their second string in. They're going to bring it down on the near side to Saludo. Saludo drives the lane left side, won't go. Emma Dunaway picks off the rebound. He'll go to Edwards midcourt, back to Dunaway. Across the timeline, down to 3:39 to go in the fourth quarter. 62-47. Kings still with a pretty handy lead. And the Braves are not letting up one single iota. And it'll be David Docks to bring it in as it was broken up and tipped into the bleachers on the far side. Coming to sit down now for the Kings is going to be Nordland, and coming back in, let's see, is that Kyle Smith back in? Outlet pass for the Braves goes into the hands of the cheerleaders. Off of the Kings. Braves ball in. Bounce pass to Dunaway, right side. Dunaway fakes right, goes left, gets around Kyle Smith. Smith gets a slap on the ball, but the Braves recover it back out. Long 3, right side. That one's not going to go. That one was put up by RJ, and the rebound's cleared off finally and comes down to the Kings. And a whistle and a foul, and guess who ends up on? How does he get down there that quick? Good Lord.
He got down there quick, but definitely tried to. Yeah, this was not. That play was pretty easy for Ron to make, but overall, though, David Dock just a hustler and trying to get in every play he can.
Yep, and he's going to foul out now with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game. So he'll sit down, and let's see who's going to come in for him. Looks like Myers. Yep, Frederick Myers is going to come in to replace him as we go back to the Kayhi free throw line, and that's Kaparis, I think, standing there. Yep, it is. So ER is a 5'7" senior, one of the 7 that will be going away after this year's state. 3:15 to go. First shot is missed at the free throw line by ER. 62-47. Braves trail by 15. Kings trying to make it 16, and they do as ER's second shot's up and good. 63-47 now, and the clock ticks away down to 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Left side, it's going to be a long three. Oh, what a nice block in there by Saludo. Three-point attempt on the left side by the Braves. And Adams, whose shot was blocked, gets the ball, runs into the Kings. He gets a charging foul. And it'll be Kings ball in under a three-man press. They're going to quickly come down on three quick passes. Hook shot underneath, or hook pass underneath. Gives it off to Taylor. Taylor tries a little underhanded layup from the right side, won't go. Braves clear it off. Dunaway will bring it down. Passes in the right corner, shot up, won't go. Back we go, quick half-court pass down. The officials are letting these guys play right now. A lot of contact there and almost another steal, but the Braves come up with it. They go down and trying to put it up on the right side is going to be RJ, and he's going to get blocked by Gavin Salazar, and Salazar might get the whistle.
Yeah, lots of hustle, but you know, you don't want to get too out of hand. I think both teams are staying under control enough, but the officials definitely, being that it's almost 10 o'clock.
They want to let everybody go home. We're going to take a break in the action called by the Kayhi Kings. We'll take a 30-second timeout with 2:35 to go. 63-47, the Kings are up.
Wednesday night is Valentino. Smoked brisket, baby back ribs, and pulled pork. Thursday is mac and cheese night. Choose from 16 ingredients. Saturday brunch
10 seconds.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, back in action. Well, we're still in our timeout, but that foul was against, I think, Jeff Adams. His first of the game. 2:35 to go, folks. So we'll be back here tomorrow night. Game time tomorrow night is at 7:30.
That's correct.
So you now, for the folks that might want to come over and watch some basketball tomorrow, they can come over at noon?
Starts at noon. We got 2 games going, 2 games at 1 o'clock. And then the championship for the JVC Team Jamboree is at 4 o'clock. And in between, we got games too. We got Sitka High JV and Edgecumbe JV girls playing as well.
All right, so as we get back in action, the Braves miss a shot, but the Kings come up with it. They're going to bring it down and give off to, was that Kaparis that made that?
That is
Nordland. Nordland got 2. The Braves bring it back in bounds. They come down and miss the shot. The Kings get the rebound. They come down, they miss one. Back we go to the other way to Dunaway. Dunaway's going to give it out top of the key to R.J. Elstrom-Beans, who tries a three-pointer, right-hand high post. That one won't go. Rebound Kings. They give him down, and a nice pass given off by Salazar to Jake Taylor, but Taylor misses the layup. Back we go the other way. The Braves are doing all right on the boards, but they're just not able to make them. And the minute I say that, they do, as they give it to Jeff Adams, and he gets 2, and it's 65-51. Back within 14, but we only got 1:35 to go. And Adams gets a foul. So that one's going to be number 2 against Jeff Adams for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, and that will bring the Kings to the free throw line. And the person of Gavin Salazar, and the 6'1 senior, will be shooting free throws. So at one time it was a 22-point lead as Salazar's first one's up and good. 66-51, it's now down to 15. And we were tied way back when at 16, 18, and 21. And then if you joined us late in the game, the Braves were held to only 3 points in the second quarter. And the Kings outscored them 23-3 to take a big lead at halftime. Another one's up and good at the free throw line, and the Braves will bring it down, and then they'll throw it away. And back-to-back turnovers as they try and give another one. So a lot of times Taylor's the first one down there on the break, and they get some decent passes to him, but
he hasn't been able to convert, though. He's had a layup, but he keeps hitting the bottom of the rim.
Inbounds pass now into Keith Johns, first time in for Mt.Edgecumbe. Johns will go out to Cyprian Johnson Edwards, top of the key. Passes underneath to Adams. Adams wasn't able to recover it well enough to put a good shot in, so they're going to try it again. This time they're going to go to Emmett Dunaway. He'll put it up. His shot misses, but he's going to be fouled. And I think that will go on Kyle Smith. And Kyle comes up with his 4th. So Dunaway's done pretty well at the free throw line tonight, I think, hasn't he, Andrew?
No, not until he just missed his first one.
What was he?
He was 1, 2, 3, 4. He was 5 for 5 before that.
Okay, 5 for 6. I jinxed him.
Yep.
Sets for the second. 6 for 7. 67-52. Back to that 15-point spread, but we're nearing the 1-minute mark of the ball game. Mid-court. The Kings give it off to Taylor. Back over they go to Salazar on the left side. Coming out from underneath Kyle Smith. Back over on the near side to Nordland. They're just going to run the clock down. Work it in. Oh, nice bounce pass underneath. Coming from right to left. A reverse layup missed by Salazar. It was a good move, but he missed the bucket. Rebound cleared off by Mt.Edgecumbe, and they're going to bring it down. Shot put up. Whistle foul. They're going to go to the line. And what was that?
Yeah, they called a
charge on him.
On Jeff Adams.
So Adams gets his third foul. All of them in this quarter. All of them in the last, 3 minutes. Back we go the other way. Oh, and the Kings throw it away. 28 seconds. R.J. Alstrom-Baines brings it down. His turnover is not going to make or break the bank, I'll tell you that. Long three on the right side by Keith Johns. Johns' shot misses. Jump ball.
Yep.
That's the first jump ball of the game, I think.
Yeah, might be.
So that will give it over to the Kayhi Kings. It'll be inbounded by Gavin Salazar. Goes into Taylor. Taylor on the right side. They work it down on the baseline to Kyle Smith. Back out to Taylor at midcourt. 8 seconds left. Taylor gives off to Nordland, who comes around from right to left. Back to Taylor. He's going to have time for a quick three. No, he's not going to take it. And there's the buzzer, and that's our final score. 67 for Kayhi, 52 for Mt.Edgecumbe. A good game for both of them. Good experience for the Braves as the Kings took their first string out, let the second string get some good practice. We're going to take a 2-minute break here at the end of the game, do some quick wrap-ups and tallies for individual stats, and we'll come back. And remember, we'll be back here again tomorrow night for the tip-off around 7:30 as you're listening to high school basketball from Mt.Edgecumbe here in Sitka over Gateway Country, KGTW 106.7 in Ketchikan, and here in Sitka over AM 1230, KIFW, the sound of Sitka. Hang on, folks. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, we need a player of the game for Kayhi.
I would say
Chris Lee.
Chris Lee.
So we had 15 points. I'll let you say why if you don't mind.
Okay.
You have about a minute and a half left, but when you cut back to the break, Alaska Airlines will be at the top.
If they want to.
What do you mean? When I what?
After your play down and all your, after everything, and when you go back to the station, Alaska Airlines will be the ad.
When I'm all done with the night?
When you're all done doing your stats and your player of the game.
Okay, yeah, but you mean my last break, when I say I'm done, that'll be Alaska Airlines? Or if I take a break and come back?
That's correct. I've got 2 minutes going right now. You've got about, with the sound, you've got about 35 seconds, and then you could do whatever you want, but Alaska Airlines will be coming up. $30 seconds.
I'm confused, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, Alaska Airlines is the next ad I will play.
Okay.
There you go. 15 seconds. We're at 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, well, a tough game for the Braves, a good game for them. I mean, they did make a valiant effort. They trailed by either 22 or 24 at one time. They cut the lead down to 15. Early on, they were hanging right in there. With everybody was shooting threes in the first quarter. We were tied up at 16. We were tied at 18. We were tied at 21. And that was the point where where David Docks made a three-pointer in the start of the second quarter. And after that, a couple wheels came off, and Kayhi switched to his own defense at 1-3-1. And that really put the Braves over, and the Kayhi outscored them 23-3 in quarter number 2. So going into halftime, they were really down, and they were never able to really recover. So we're going to do individual stats. We're going to come back with your player of the game down in Ketchikan. And the player of the game is sponsored by Ketchikan's Gold Pan Pizza. Gold Pan Pizza at 2200 Tongass Avenue. And they open at 11 o'clock tomorrow. They're already closed tonight, I believe, but they've been sponsoring the player of the game for a couple years, so we want to thank them for that. And Andrew Frisky's going to do the stats for you right now.
Yeah, well, going through the stats, Marcus Lee had 5 points, Jake Taylor with 7 points, Kyle Smith with 6 points, Cody Kimball with 7, Gavin Salazar with 2, Wyatt Barajas with 4, Christian Phil with 6, E.R. Caparas with 7, James Nordland with 4, Robert Hilton Saludo with 2, and leading the way, and also the player of the game, Chris Lee. Chris scoring 14 of his 15 points in the first half, and just had an excellent game, and really didn't play at all in the fourth quarter, and just a couple minutes in the third quarter before the coach pulled him and the starting 5 out and played the bench the rest of the game. So good job, Chris Lee and the rest of the Ketchikan Kings.
All right, so there you go. The Gold Pan Pizza player of the game for you Kayhi fans is Chris Lee, and that choice was made by my co-host here, Andrew Frisky, who's got a couple of 7th graders up here to help us do stats, so a little learning going on up here in the booth as well. For the Braves, they had a tough game, Andrew. Of course, you are the assistant AD and the dorm monitor, president, manager.
Yeah, I'm the residential and activities principal.
There you go, here at Mt.Edgecumbe, and so you know these kids pretty well.
Yep, and the first quarter, they were, Edgecumbe and Ketchikan were neck and neck. In fact, Ketchikan was up by 2, but Ketchikan changed their defense up a little bit. Also, Emmett Dunaway got into foul trouble, and Bear Brown was injured, so the 2 of the main players not playing that second quarter. Anyways, Edgecumbe ended up losing, but David Dock, who took as many charges as he had points, which was 5. R.J. Alstrom Breens with 4. Cyprian Johnson Edwards with 3. Bear Brown 8 points in the first quarter, and Jeff Adams with 3. And leading the way, Emmett Dunaway leading the entire game for both teams with 21 points. So that's our stats for the Edgecumbe Braves.
All right, so our first quarter score was 18-16 as the Braves were actually out in front by 2. We had 3 lead changes in that first quarter. At halftime, it was 39-21, and we came back with a 56-32 third quarter score, and our final, once again, 67-52. You going to be able to come back around tomorrow?
As long as everybody's behaving in the dorm.
As long as everybody's behaving in the dorm. There you go. So for the folks here in Sitka, by the way, without giving out any particular personal details, which is not what I want to do, but Ludell ended up in the hospital today. Some people were talking about it around town. Do you know what the situation is?
He's just up there. I think, he's having, just keeping monitoring. I think he's be okay.
Going to be okay?
Yeah, they just want to monitor and make sure everything turns out good. So.
All right, just wanted to pass that on for you Mt.Edgecumbe Brave fans who were aware of that. So there you go. That's going to do it. Andrew, thanks a lot for joining me.
Thanks, Mike.
For Andrew Frisky, I'm Mike Clasby. Thanks for listening, folks, down there in Ketchikan and right here in Sitka. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7:30. That's going to do it. Once again, your final score, 67-52, a 15-point win by the Kayhi Kings, who will be right back here going at it against the Braves tomorrow night, and we'll be here as well over Gateway Country, 106.7 KGTW in Ketchikan, and AM 1230 KIFW, the sound of Sitka. Good night, everyone. Thanks, bye.
All right, bye.